Here's a question where we're given this function f of x is the cube root of x plus 8. We're told its domain. That's the only numbers we're allowed to put into this number. And we're asked to find f to the minus 1, the inverse function. Various ways we can approach this. But first of all, the simplest way I feel of doing this would be to say, what on earth does f do to a number? Suppose we start off with x. First stage in this is that we find the cube root of x, and then we add 8. So there's two stages to this. We take the cube root, and then we add 8. Now the inverse goes backwards. So if we start with y, for instance, and try and reverse all this process, instead of adding 8, we would be subtracting 8. So we'd get y minus 8. And then the opposite of cube rooting would be cubing. I find the cube of y minus 8. So we'd have y minus 8 cubed. So x would be equal to y minus 8 all cubed. Now, we don't normally do these procedures using y. I mean, this would mean the inverse function would take y, subtract 8 and cube it, and that would be u back to x. That's not how we normally describe these functions. We normally use x for that, so we'd replace that y by x and say the inverse function, subtract 8 and cube, as opposed to cube rooting and adding 8. It's just doing the reverse of that. So that's one of the easier ways of doing that. Another way is just to straight away say y equals the cube root of x plus 8 and change the subject to x, which is basically what we've done here. We would subtract 8 from both sides and then try and get rid of a cube root. That would mean cubing both sides. And then we'd replace x by y, and so we've got this procedure y minus 8 all cubed. So the inverse process, if we worked it on y, would be y minus 8 all cubed. So the process worked on x would be x minus 8 all cubed. So that's what we have here. So there's the inverse function. Now it says state the domain of f to the minus 1. Now you'll notice that when we use the function f, which is going from x to the cube root of x plus 8, we're allowed all the values from 1 all the way up to 1000. And certainly when we put 1 in, cube root of 1 is 1 plus 8, would end up with a 9. When we put 1000 in, the cube root of 1000 is 10. 10 times 10 times 10 is 1000. So cube root of 1000 is 10 plus 8 is 18. And we'll get all the values in between 9 and 18 corresponding to all the values from 1 to 1000. That's because this function, the values increase steadily as you increase the values of x. There's no sudden dip in the values. So as x increases from 1 to 1000, the values we get out increase from 9 to 18. So in doing the reverse process, we're allowed to put in any of the values from 9 to 18, and out will come the values 1 up to 1000. So all values from 9 to 18 gives you the domain. These are the allowed values. So the domain of f to the minus 1 is all the numbers between 9 and 18. Now we'll write it in the form that they wrote the domain of the original function f. So that goes from 9 up to 18. So we're allowed to use any number from 9 up to 18 in this inverse function. That's Mr. Corsi signing out. Hope you enjoyed the video.